right, we're looking at the problem 2/3 times 45. And there are a couple of ways to think about this problem. If I want to find 2/3 times 45 or 2/3 of 45, then I'm going to imagine that this bar represents 45. Okay, that's the entire thing is 45. I need to know what 2/3 of that is. Cutting something in thirds is the same as cutting it into 3 equal parts. So I'm going to attempt to divide this into 3 equal parts. So 45 divided by 3 is 15. So each part would be worth 15. 15, 30, 45. So each of these pieces is a third. And so if I'm looking for 2/3, that would be 2 of these pieces. So 15 plus 15, or 15 times 2, is 30. So the answer here is 30. Now the algorithm says to put this over 1, and then we multiply the top numbers and divide by the product of the bottom numbers, which would be 3. And so we have to do two things here. We have to multiply the 2 by the 45 and divide by 3, or we can divide the 45 by 3 and then multiply by 2. And that's what we did here. We divided 45 into 3 parts and then multiplied that answer by 2 to get 30. Now another way to think of that is to think of it as 45 times 2/3, or 45 groups of 2/3. So if we have 45 groups of 2/3, I'm obviously not going to write them all out because that would take me a long time, but let's pretend we have 45 groups of 2/3 here. Well, since these are all thirds, we would just need to see how many total thirds we have, and if there's 45 of these, then 45 groups of 2 would be 90 thirds, and 90 thirds is 30. So again, here, if we think of the algorithm, we would be multiplying the numbers on top, multiplying the numbers on the bottom, and we would need to do 2 things. In this case, thinking of it like this, we would multiply the 45 times 2 is 90, and then divide by 3 to get the answer 30.